This is Junior Roberts from juniorroberts.weebly.com. And have you ever wondered what a switch is and how does it really work? Well, in today's video, what we'll be doing is actually going over the basic principles of a switch, and to help cement our understanding, we'll be constructing a circuit using a switch that we ourselves made. So stay tuned. Right. So here I have some switches which are most widely used in electronics today. Right. We have some push button switches. Right. Like these here. We have some toggle switches like these. These are some toggle switches, right? Now let's talk a little more about these push button switches, right? These are all four of these are push button switches, right? So they basically activate the circuit, once you push them. Right now, these switches, once you push them down and release them, they basically lose their state, right? So they are in the off state now. Push it, we get an on state, and then once you release it, it goes back to its original state of being off, right? So these switches can be found in devices such as mouse or cell phones, right? For example, on your power button on your cell phone, it's a push button switch, right? This is another push button switch, but the interesting thing about this push button switch is that it actually holds its state, right? So once you push it, it's initially off, right? Then once you push it, it goes on and maintain that state, and then once you press it again, it goes back to its state of being off, right? And these are some toggle switches, so you can toggle between off and on. Likewise, off now, on, right? Off and on. Right, so as I was saying, there are a number of ways in which switches can be represented, right? Here I have actually a read switch, so let me get these out of the way. Not a read switch, a slide switch, right? So we can actually go in the center where there is no connection, and we can get a connection to the right, go back to the center, and we can get a connection to the left, right? So this is the motherboard, no, not necessarily motherboard, but the circuit board of a mini TV, right? So these are the switches, right? Some slide switches, right? So as you can see from the view here, we have a center point, we have a point to the left, back to the center, and then back to the right. Now, we've talked a lot about switches, right? So I think the best way for us to appreciate the role of a switch is to actually construct a circuit, a simple circuit, and using a switch, and actually see how the switch will actually behave, or how the circuit will behave with the switch, right? So these are the components that we'll be using, or the items which we'll be using: a battery holder, a AA battery holder, a AA battery, a flashlight bulb socket, a flashlight bulb. This is rated at about 1.5 volts, right? So it should be compatible with this battery here. This is a 1.5 volt battery, as you can see here. 1.5. Let me see if there's a bigger one. Alright, so this is the only one that we can see. So this is a 1.5 volt battery. Not showing so well on camera, but this is a 1.5 volt battery. Right, we're going to use a strip of board, 2 pieces of thumbtacks, a paper clip, yes, and pieces of wire. We have all our components ready, so we can begin making our circuit. Okay, that was quite exhilarating. We've made our circuit right, and now the bulb is not turned on because the switch is in the open state, right? So once we close the switch, we should get the bulb glowing, right, which should indicate a current flow. So let's close our switch and see what happens. And remember to keep your fingers crossed. Okay, so we get the bulb to glow. So that means that there's a current flow, right? So we've just successfully made our first circuit using a switch that we ourselves made. Right, so that's it in this video. So be sure to look out for the next one, right, in which we'll be talking about resistors. Okay, now like, share, subscribe, and do all that fun stuff that you do.